Greetings, everyone. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. You know as well, this week there's also was another patch, but I did test out some of the replays, and hopefully they are working fine enough. And also confirm my belief. Excuse me, getting hiccups. Suspicion that you can't run replays offline. Maybe I should send them. Damn hiccups. Send them a bug log for that. Damn hiccups. Why did hiccups have that start? Oops, I forgot to turn my model on as well. Be good to go. Give me another moment to check my other computer. Looks like everything's good to go. So let's get started. First, I'll start with the two replays I believe is from this current patch. I think the other replays should work fine enough. Guess one way to find out. And there we go. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age Mythology replay. Spawn bottom right side as the blue Freyr. We have Douglas Torres. Spawn left side as the red patron goddess. We have Marasa 46. Butchered that well enough. We're in an early eco phase. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. Got multiple creators deploying the field. Of course, Egyptians do deploy out their structures for free. Or at least there are some of their structures, such as the granary sites. If you look here, 0.72 versus 0.9, so it's better collect up the local fauna. Additionally, these guys do degrade over time, so it is best to just go straight for the local fauna. It'll not only reduce the degradation time, but also increase the food income. Win-win. And here are the priests, of course, one of obelisks, the Tormentor. Either way, up north when it comes to relics, we've got the Scarab Pendant giving increased crush damage of melee crush units, both Myth and Siege. And as, let's see over here, got Anvil of Hepatitis. Wait, no, probably not Hepatitis. Armory Technologies costs 50% less. That can be quite nice for either player. Let's see. Oh, down here is one. We do have the Ring of the Ninenberg. Provides a bit of a coin trickle rate. Nice for regardless what civilization. We got this Berserker Found. The Arrows of Alfar. Increases the range attack of buildings. Good in defense, but you want to try to avoid that. Not to mention some idle villagers here. That's something you should also avoid. Looks like, how do you pronounce his name? Freyr, I think. He has selected the Polar, which enables the Draugrs. Let's see, focus on longhouse units and defenses give you Draugrs. This is of course the DLC, free DLC major god. It also gives you what, the frozen Asgardian bastions, which is basically H2 hill forts. Take quite some time to deploy on the field, but free. Also, the food income's a little bit slow. We got Anubis here, gives some new bites. They tend to bite, make sure you get some good head pats. And the age up there is very early. Bit of housing going around the watchtowers is very nice. course, do have some Herseers now being put on the field. He's definitely need a Herseer too. The thing is, Herseers, even though they are anti-myth units in the Dark Age, or what's the First Age even called? I'm starting to draw a blank there. Not Dark Age. That's basically every other Age of Empires game, barring 3. They have like a base damage like 0.8, something really low. But blue has Age up, does get a Draugr, does 5 damage to Divine. So this amount of damage is not blockable, but the other part is very much blockable. And overall decent archer unit. Nothing too significant. A little bit on the expensive side, more look at it, but it's quite healthy. And can be somewhat useful against myth units, so having times 2 damage. The nice thing about it, it does divine damage, so it does do decent damage versus structures as well as all units. So it's good general purpose archer. Nubites do 11 damage, has a very high attack speed, and of course has the jump attack. They can get a drop on stuff, particularly villagers. And it looks like both players are signing for a bit of eco, so I'm going to resume to fast forward.
No.
Villagers migrating to the zebras. These are bastard of equestrians. I think their family is. There's also a hyena here. You can give him some head pats. He give you 100 of his food in return. Prosperity now being researched now, or being deployed on Alp. And the Berserker will be very angry at the obelisk and will destroy it. It tormented him no longer. I wonder if anybody ever gets the tormented joke. It's a really stupid joke, and I'm somewhat proud of it. I'm proud of all my stupid jokes. Got some raiding cavalry being researched. Blue's going for more economic research. So spearmen will be very useful for the Egyptian, who's gone for a decent number of farms here. I disagree with that. Better go with the local fauna. It collects up better. Right now these farms are providing a 0.63, which is not great. Even less than those berries. And there's Nubite there trying to deal with the Berserker. And he will. Oh, got a fast castle or fast heroic age. We got the rock on the field and the Petsuchos. The spawn of Sobek. Yes, I like watching Giant Grant games. So we got the crocodiles from Crocodilopolis with lasers on his head. After all, everything deserves a warm meal. We got the Azures being researched, or at least queued, which does provide them rock giants. The rock does see a bit of damage. Does have a staggering 600 health. I don't think anything's garrisoned in. I don't see the flag in its beak. So no red flags. And looks like the Pharaoh's aiding in construction? Don't know. Oh, that's a monument to Pharaohs. Okay, so that's not a house. That is a monument. So very nice. Red's going a little bit more turtly place out. This town is pretty safe, so maybe could go for it. He also got some of the Petsuchos being researched. He also has to put another Nubite.
Hver þar?
We got the Herseers here. All of them equally wounded. What happened here? I'm not sure what happened there. And now got our Guardian Hill form out being forward on the field. It is pretty cheap, and replacement addition. The next one costs 40 favor as well, so you can get some decent amount of free bastions. I think their damage output's the same. Don't know. You can also task in your builders, various, well, in this case, various military units to aid in its construction as well. On paper, this is a pretty nice ability. Additionally, there is a research. I'm not sure if it's with the Age 2 or the Age 3 God, which allows you to get food generation per, was it defensive structure or per hill fort, including Asgardian hill fort. That's not really worth it. The rock is just existing, so very glorified scout there. Building a watchtower like that's just not worth it. The age up and get out Gobi wouldn't be half bad, as well as just throwing Axeman if he really wants dead. Yeah, this is quite investment just to displace the rock a couple feet. Throwing Axemen would have just done a much better job of that. Do I hear trade caravans? Or was that a ox cart I heard being built? Probably an ox cart being built. Or was that camels? No, I have Blue selected at the moment, so you hear all of his audio notifications. Red, could I a second mining camp here for better disbursement? Oh yeah, it's also on fire. The game had to think about if one off is on fire or not. Another temple being deployed on the field. Blood of the Nile, which does give a nice little food trickle. And since both players are still in the eco phase, I'm going to just continue fast forwarding. It's going to be just an eco game. So I'm just going to keep the fast forwarding until we see some action. Blue's going for the secondary town center. Very nice. The civilian count is in favor of Blue. Joggers gets a good item to deal with the rock. Rock is now on the ground. And sinking the ground. And heals Borderland battery rams an age earlier, which I think is an H3 unit. So he can pull it in H2. Also reduces research and training speeds by 20%, which is not bad. It is also pretty cheap, much cheaper than Levy, but that's a lot of favor. 20 favor is quite a bit. Huh. I just realized something. That rock may have bled an awful lot of favor for his opponent.
Skip.
Another prosperity. So right now these guys are currently providing 1.46. I just want to make sure it doesn't affect his opponent.
Yeah?
Yep, it does not. And now we do have Mythic HP being researched. We got Thoth, which does enable the Phoenix. Will come later than its opponent's age 3. Good number Herseers.
Yo.
I always think Herseers are a little bit of a trap unit. Honestly, they seem really good on stats, but that 20% slower attack speed is quite significant.
Yo,
A number of throwing axemen on the field. And his opponent's just going for a handful of myth units. Throwing axemen, of course, a counter infantry unit, but I always feel like Egyptians tend to go for more mid-gold stronghold units. Because after all, these are more generalists, while the barracks units are more counter. We got the levy research being, well, researched. And I disagree with the levy research. Levy research, in order for it to pay for itself, you need about, like, if I remember correctly, like 7 of those production structures to make usage of it, and they don't have it on the field. If you're trying to get better in the game, avoid the levy research. It's expense where you don't really have good usage for. Beldar has been queued on up. It's named the Falnir. I don't know off the top of my head. We've got a massive number of herdmen now queued on up. Of course, got a Phoenix here. Red's not being too aggressive. Blue has way too much gold at the moment. We do have camel trading caravans being pulled in field. Let's switch over to them and see the value. They're providing 39 gold. That's probably the best you can do with it, other than the various research can go. Coinage, increased caravan speed, not bad. Doesn't change the value, but faster speed means faster, more resources. It's probably generally better in order to go for non-camel caravans. After all, okay, now they're providing 80. They're providing a lot more now. 80 is a little bit different. I don't know how long it takes per trip, but probably takes quite some time. And the villagers probably generally provide more. Of course, gold is perishable. They are sharing. Note to say, sharing is caring. And Red's also gone over here to collect some more of here. And we got a berserker there hacking apart these laborers. Red's also going for a town center here. And we got serpents now being brought on in. Slow down a little bit. Good number of berserkers here. Locust being cast on in. got some good damage on these villagers. The serpents, they do a lot less damage versus villagers. Locust did severe damage to these villagers. They're at 69 health, base health. No, I don't really know how villager health even scales in the first place.
Grig.
These guys are also at 69 health, both one's in mythic, one's in heroic. Beasts of the Renown. Here we go. It makes various fortresses and town centers provide 1 food per second and a heal aura. Let's see. It says town centers. I don't know if it works for village centers. There's nothing over here. The rock giant provides some good siege damage. Got a lot of range units here as well, so perhaps one of our large number of slingers can be very useful. And red's bringing the Titan Gate. Blue's also going for the Siege Titans. Oh, that's much cheaper than I remember. I think in not retold it costs like 1,000, but it's now 400, 400. That's much more affordable. Maybe get that mixed up with the cost of a wonder. Meteor being brought on in, gets a direct hit there on these forces. Many direct hits. Yeah, both players just ecoing. It feels like a lower ranked game since neither side's being hyper aggressive. But Blue's trying to push way forward. Red has some exposed villagers. Red's not retaliating, he's going for some heavy war elephants. If he were to pay attention to his opponent's composition, he's going to be very vulnerable to slingers. These heroes are ranged soldiers, not ranged infantry. But they won't be countered by slingers. Oh, slingers counter range units, so I guess Axeman's actually what he should go through for the most part. Ox cart being pulled in field. Red's not rotating around. Has some heavy slingers. Has some guardian nubites. Got the pet so. Oh, so the pet Suchos gets upgraded to pet Sobek. Nice. Of course, they are not amphibious. The amphibious capability was actually something released in the Chinese campaign. That was definitely a cash grab, but it's one of the few innovations they actually added in the game of some amphibious units. Big old stronghold. Now we're seeing massive fire. War elephants straightforward. But there's a number of Erdmen there. And there's the dragons. If I remember correctly as well, they're overstated for what they cost for, but they provide a cold enough to kill them. Yep, let's see. It does cost 300 gold, and they're really overstated for what they do. Oh, we got now the blizzard being cast on in. A little bit overkill right there, honestly. The Titan has been put in the field. This looks like draw. I've always thought it was raw. It is, of course, a raw Titan. Probably tastes very delicious, raw or cooked. It does quickly snipe the dragon there with the pet Sobek. Got the giant flaming wolf there. Got severe damage from many of the pet Sobek. Red is quite badly bruised, beaten. Priest brought back to heal the Pet Sobek. Pet Sobek can fire away at range, but not here comes the Titan. Has 28,000 health as opposed to camp original game 70,000. It's going to need a lot more heroes to do with the Titan. Does have a times 20% times 20 damage required against the Titans. 500% against buildings. At 20% to 2,000%. Times 2 multiply against the myth units. Times 2 versus human soldiers. And offer 70 damage, 70 crush damage, and big AoE. Slow attack speed, however. Red has a Titan who needs to be a bit more aggressive. Blue's now deploying his Titan, but since he has, of course, a whole bunch of Berserkers, they can build pretty quickly. They are champion as well. Axemen's be a good support to them, as well as more priests.
And we
He has right now 140 favor. Could bring in another Asgardian Bastion. Can always bring a defensive board. The patron goddess is making her way to get another meteor. But looks like it's designed for more Pet Sobek. After all, they're a pretty nice Smith unit. And now Red's queue is pretty small. Red has plenty of spare population. Red's not doing a good job of maxing out. Blue has everything queued on up. He's also maxed out, but has much smaller population pool. Probably adequate number of camel caravans, but civilians. Oh wait, Blue has no civilians. He turned a lot of civilians into these berserkers. Okay. I think it was rapidly trying to build the Titan gate there, so because he's worried about counterattack, but Red did not push forward. So big oversight there by Red. More mid-gold strongholds, more Pet Sobek, more Phoenix, more Guardian Nubites, going for a large amount of Myth units. Now bringing some Champion Slingers. He does not know his opponent's composition at the moment, and Slingers make the wrong choice. Locust being cast. He does great versus the farms. Of course, will wound the villagers. But of course, the town centers are providing good healing benefits, so doesn't have to worry about saving the villagers. And now we got the Titans fighting each other. They have the same stats. Here comes another boar. Brought in by the nearby town center. That could be very useful. More more berserkers here. Phoenix needs to target more berserkers. These Titans winning. The only problem is the berserkers follow up. Phoenix have pretty good AoEs. They can work all these berserkers very easily. More elephants being brought in. Massive smash down there, utilize the ability. But it looks like the red Titan will go down first. The Titan's gonna go down. More priests. And blue Titan goes on down. I'll say overall full control there by red. But now the champions are slowly being picked up off. But these guys being quite punished up. War still going away. Still going at it. But he had no counter to these Phoenix. No possible axemen there. Four has drawn. Has another rock on the field and another of these war elephants. And remember, Blue's economy is very low, but he has a substantial food reserve, as well as wood. But in Age of Mythology, there's no food and wood-based unit. There's always gold for mixing down the unit, barring myth units. So he needs to go for myth units. He has a good amount of favor as well. Go for myth unit costs food or wood. The Strikers does. He's a good number of Herseers. He's trying to go for his own camel caravans. There's also some gold still in the field he could claim. He's lacking villagers. He sacrificed far too many villagers. He only has, looks like, one villager queue going. Maybe this is researching something else. Probably the fortified town centers. But red needs a counterattack. Yep. Let me blow the elephants. Definitely a little bit of lower rank game. Both sides are. Blue was not afraid to attack. Red is afraid to attack. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Red still has a better economy, but more stuff being consumed. Going for more of the war elephants. We do have champion throwing axemen. He sees the war elephants. He needs to go for Erdman. First years makes sense for the most part. I still think people over rely on the first years. He's also making good number of Phoenix. He has no counter to Phoenix. He needs Not throwing axemen, he needs Gobi and Herdmen. Throwing axemen are a counter infantry unit. They do have good damage at 11, but remember they have 50% slower than North standard attack speed. These slingers will do bonus damage versus range, and they will have roughly 15 damage to the throwing axemen, while having, of course, 50% faster attack speed. Not to mention the war elephants just have no counter at the moment. They are a good generalist, super heavy cavalry. Champion raiding cavalry push way forward. Just try and go for a bit of a raid. We'll find some berry collectors. Another prosperity has been cast. More hill forts. Red has a substantial economy. What did I just hear? I heard like an age up sound. Let's go for more villagers, of course. Iron Shield's not being researched. Divide Ragnarok grants your human soldiers more hit points, enable them to inflict extra damage to heroes. That's not bad, but not really against the Egyptians. The priests are not less of exposed generally. But once he gets on top of them, he will of course quickly rip them apart. I'm assuming you can't get more Titan gates. Oh, there goes that raiding cavalry to a new bite. Blues are covered on his civilian population. Red's at max out population, which means you should attack. Oh, that's what I heard. The Wonder. Blue does spot it. And now brings the Ice Storm. Red needs to get up there. He's not paying attention. The fortified towns will provide some defensive capability. Mineral soldiers are being cast on it. Camel caravans bring back more assault. Blues now push way forward. Slingers. Camels pushing forward. Rock's now heading up north. They'll deal with the cavalry. We'll save his Wonder. They want to walled up and put more fortifications around it. Pursuers slowly being picked apart. The Petsovic will have this trouble versus them. The elephants should have no trouble versus them. Also have a handful of slingers for support. Red lost some civilians. Now we've got a massive wave of throwing axemen here. And they're getting all distracted by that single raiding cavalry. And the Wonder goes down. Who has a massive stockpile of resources. One of the eggs will get cracked.
And
Red still has an army here he could push forward with. And all the phoenixes do go down. And now Red's starting to push his way forward. Some Blue's army's up here, taking out some villagers. Rock is advancing way forward. Blue will draw some fire. Got a lot of anti-building here. War elephants are good against structures, so are the heavy catapults. Had Sobek getting ripped apart there, not a move forward, getting killed off for free. Yeah. I don't think red has attacked once. There's another ice storm. At 210 more favor than the next one. We need to spawn up here.
Garrick.
We've got some mercenaries to blow in the field. Red has not queued up more military units. And blue has an army in the field. A number of villagers could go down here. Elephants now engaging. Of course, blue does have some culture gems being some nearby hill forts. Yellow's Asgard and Hill Fort and the regular Hill Forts are exactly the same, barring the fact that Asgard and Hill Forts has 2 additional range. Blue's queued up a good number of herdmen, so he is getting some more of the counter units, which is very good. Red's trying to pull out more of everything now, since he's lacking 150 population of military units on the field. More weapons slowly streaming in, got some more pets Sobek engaging. One more pet Sobek. Another Phoenix as well, very nice. Looks like also registering I have the Chariot Archer. Will be employed in the field, they will rip apart the Phoenix. Phoenix won't do much thanks to these nearby Gobi. Got a good number of Phoenix on the field though. But they will go down quite easily. Red's trying to trigger more reinforcements, having trouble with production. Blue, hopefully Snow has his stuff rallied over here, needs some stuff rallied on forward. If he presses advantage, he will win. Up north, do have berserkers take out these villagers, very nice. They can also perhaps intercept the trading caravans. Red has stabilized, blue has failed to bring his reinforcements in. And I don't think he's utilizing all his production structures. I only see 3 Herseers and 2 Herdmen on the build queue. Catapults are seeing bit damage there. Got some mercenary here, getting ripped apart by the berserkers. They of course have 12 damage, and of course a staggering 0.7 attack speed. If you want to compare it to the base one, just add times this by 1.3 and damage output, and you get the rough DPS. Which would be close to, what, 16? Not bad. With actually good movement speed to boot. Couple more mercenaries in the field. They do have 12 damage, standard attack speed, slight bonus damage multiplier.
Gary.
Blue's not coming in for a counterattack. There's another exotic doggo being brought on in. Get some great damage. Next one costs 355 favor. Red's now pretty badly bruised and beaten. And they have Shookna Soot off. And he's just purely visual. Don't think that actually provides any benefits. Doesn't look like anything will be with the Phoenix on the field, which is a bit of a problem. However, these elements won't last long near these earthmen. Blues have doing a good job of winning the ground fight. These Phoenixes still are generally becoming a problem. Hasn't queued up any more Gobies, but he has queued up some Gobies. Doing some structure. He has some more units there. Going for some Huskarls, which are a counter range unit. Right now, just going for more new bites. He's out of resources. And Blue just going in, destroying structures because, well, can't destroy militaries if there's no military to destroy. More new bites being queued on in. Choppers there. Berserkers can just go ahead and clean up some of these other structures. We got another mark here. It's going to try to go for more camel caravans. They'll be exposed. Villager goes down there. These more reinforcements can just be brought forward. And this is why, if you're trying to push forward, just have your rally opponent's base or just outside of it so you can just quickly push them forward. Because these units should be constantly just being moved into his opponent's base to clean up stuff. Fast forward, this game's pretty much over. Red does have a decent stockpile of gold or wood and food. Of course, lacking any sort of reasonable gold. 20 gold per trip's not great. Now I got some Gobi here. They'll rip out those Phoenixes. More pet Sobex and these villagers are going down. And Red is back to game now. This is great scene. Thank you for watching, and on the next replay. Yep. And hopefully that can teach everybody you can be a bit more aggressive. Titan Rush, it wasn't really much of a rush. The other replay that I noticed from this patch, the other ones are from previous patch, so there may be some stability issues with those. But one way to find out. Of course, I need fix. There we go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age Mythology replay. As well on top or bottom right side as the blue Hades, we have white Lightning ETV. As well on top left side as the red Zeus, we have Emperador Ivan. If I butchered that well enough. When it comes to relics on this map, we do have the Legmalian statue, which does give you plus 40% villager hit points. That can be quite nice. Like my Twitch core? Maybe some of this computer. Sorry, it looks like my Twitch may have crashed a little bit. And we've got text of Imhot. Reduces construction time by 10%. That's nice to have. I've Orlun. I can't never pronounce that wolf's name. Increased attack of counter infantry units. Last relic is where? Way down here. We got the Nose of the Sphinx, which increases your building hit points by 15%. Hold tab for a moment just to refresh Twitch so I can see what's going on. We do now have Athena get the Minotaur researched and deployed. Zeus has not queued up anything just yet. He does have enough food for an age up. And I'm not sure what he's eyeing. See here, Athena costs 400. And Zeus has enough food, but he's not aging up. He has... Wait, I'm looking at the wrong player. Red does not have a temple yet. That's why. Look at the wrong player, the wrong Greek player. They all look Greek to me. There's a temple. Gonna rapidly build it. He knows he has well enough food. Though he will have a faster age up than his opponent. He is not queued up. There we go. He is also going for Athena. And chickens. The draft will degrade away. Has 4 food remaining. Such a waste.
Πρόσταγμα.
Let's try to push it forward to the zebras. And somebody deployed a hero. I have Hades selected, so Hades deployed out Ajax, if I remember correctly. Wherever he may be at.
Λέγε.
There you go. He will grab the Nose Sphinx, increasing his building hit points, which actually going to be pretty useful. The Sentinels. That's actually quite nice. Now we got the age up for both players. Both of them get their free Norm the Minotaur.
Έτοιμος.
Not decided being aggressive just yet. Oh. Oh, there goes the scout. Norm was not having it. Hercules deployed in the field. No military structures yet. Red is eyeing for a fast town, secondary town center. Blue. I think Blue's going for fast mythic. He's, or not mythic, heroic. Going for a Vault Erebus. Going for a Lapis of Minos, giving Bull Minotaur. And a Watchtower. He has put out a Pegasus, so he looks like going heavy on Minotaur.
Πρόσεχε.
I believe as well you get up to 8 villagers worship the temple before you start getting diminishing returns. Now Red is eyeing for some military structures. You got the stable. He's eyeing for some stability in his life. You're also going for some early farms. Of course, they do collect up slower than berries and even slower than local fauna. So we've got some zebra still here and some berries. So it's probably something you should generally eye to avoid unless you're trying to be a bit more turtle-ish. Villagers do get spotted by the scout, and the scout will get shanked. Which also means I don't think he saw the bull or the Minotaur, and soon be bull Minotaur. And we also got bull Minotaur being researched here as well. Got a number of the Hippus cavalry. More hoplites being researched, as well as some other stuff as well. Now we got the Hippus advancing way forward. They do have 1 attack speed and 10 damage. That villager quickly goes on down. We have now more Minotaur being pulled up by Blue. The Minotaur are rotating over here. They do move speed of 5.4, was actually pretty decently fast. Cavalry moves at 5.5. So they are slower than the cavalry, but only by a slight amount. I didn't realize how fast Minotaur are, and they're probably because the Bull Minotaur. Does get some good damage there. Really should not attack that structure. As these guys falling back, Minotaur push way forward. Just have Jason here to support them. Ajax is here as well. Achilles is here as well. Ajax and Achilles need to focus on the Minotaur, as well as Jason, and I don't think Hercules is here. We've got Restoration on the field by the Hades player. Bolts 1. Military Academy here.
Λέγε.
Toxapeid deployed by Hades as well. Achilles does go down. Hercules is here. And Blue's trying to fall back. And Zeus still has his restoration available, so maybe he can get a quick heal up on these units. Maybe worth it, actually, yeah. Don't wait for a massive value, just try to get what you can. Because that single hoplite just took out a cavalry unit that could have been saved. Almost got 2 there. More hoplites from point of field. We also got some free shades on the field. We've got Sentinels deployed out at home. My apologies, just opening up my drink. And it looks like he's trying to go for Max today. While his opponent is still going for a decent amount of cavalry. The cavalry is definitely going to be a good call against the Toxapeid. After all, they do not only have, well, it's cavalry, they have good pierce armor, as well as plus 50% damage multiplier against the archers.
Λέγε.
Blue has a secondary townsend in the field as well. Red has a pretty good villager advantage. More farms being established. Blue does spot this mining camp. A single bull minotaur is trying to stop them. You'll get ripped apart. Villagers do get headbutted and they do go down. Hercules and Jason does get some good arrows onto the Pegasus. Red has, or Blue has queued up Apollo, giving access to the Manticore. Zeus can also get the Manticore, or can get out the Hydra. Copper research on the way, and there goes the Pegasus. Blue's at pop cap at the moment. Blue's at pop cap at the moment again. Red does have a decent amount of more population available and deployed on the field. 61 to 85 villagers. Since we've got a bit more of an eco phase, I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. Still more rugs on the map that could be claimed. Grass construction time is nice and all, because we're going to try and build another town center. Bypass this increased damage could be nice. Neither side's going for the moment. Neither side's gone for really infantry. Relic up there has been obtained. Of course, we got a handful of free shades coming on out. They do have pretty slow attack speed, but of course, they're free. Does not push way forward, has a good number of hoplites, toxapeid, and some minotaur. Ajax on the field, but no Achilles. Good splash right there and spawns toxapeid. Hit this cavalry, push way forward. There's Achilles. Jason has gone down. One of the old minotaurs taking out some of the toxapeid. Very good. These archers doing quite well. Zeus still has a decent front line. The Hippos Cavalcade getting scattered everywhere, which is both good and not good. And Zeus has Aeson up, gone for Dionysus, so he has access to Hydras. One Hydra to fall in the field. And now we do have the amp going down. Red does put another stable there, eyeing for more stability in his life, and blue's eyeing for some wooden walls. Looks like quite a bit of not buildable area there. Maybe he doesn't have vision of the region. Blue's now push way forward, has a number of these bold minotaurs. They do not have offer any crush damage like the Cyclopes. And as Age of Thrones complete, you'll get a Manticore. You can also get the Underworld Passage immediately, which will all bring its reinforcements in even quicker. That may be a good idea if he's going to try to finish the game now. More Hydra's been going field. Red is starting to hail Hydra. And now we got bronze pulled up by red. Blue's just went back on up, and the game crashed because it is a previous. Actually, that's not. That's the same match. Oh, this one's no good. Low elo, low elo. I'm a bit hesitant to do those ones. Of course, I have to address this bug every single time. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age Mythology replay. So on bottom right side as the blue Thor, we have Kevoth. On top left side as the red Rock, we have Ranked Opponent. Is that actually a randomly generated name, or is that actually a custom? Is that just a haha funny name sort of thing? Might be. Sorry, I just don't know if that's like a weird. I don't know what's. I'm overthinking it. When it comes to relics on the map, we do have the scales of Catabelpos. Myth units are more resistant to pierce damage. Not bad. Up here, we do have Chariot of Cybele. Bear of Lion, so get free exotic kitty cats. Got Archimedes the Ledger. So your siege weapons take one less population. Very nice. And Scales of Echidna. Myth units are cheaper, but not in favor, just in other resources. We got a pretty good placement there of the villager monument to the villagers. Anything powering all the nearby structures. Our fast force is the eco phase. Hippopotamus does going down. And hippopotamus dangerous hunts do cook the same rate as not dangerous hunts. In other games, dangerous hunts can collect faster, such as boar.
Yow.
He really wants that
Skipan.
brown crane dead.
Yow.
I have no idea why he's trying to kill those off. Does it generate favor? Yeah, he did that for favor. He needed 5 favor for the Hammer of Thunder. Thor causes your Herseers inflict additional damage and generate favor faster. Okay, that's interesting. Now I thought about hitting the local wildlife to get favor. He could have done his opponent's wildlife, so it degrades that stuff. And Blue's done a good job of bringing the hippopotamus to his primary town center. do have the age up there to Fast. Fast gives access to Eclipse and to the Sphinx. Over here we do have for Study, gives you access to Trolls and the Healing Fountain. Barracks now being deployed on field, multiple barracks now being deployed on out. Probably go for a large number of axemen wouldn't be half bad. Handful spearmen wouldn't hurt, and kick us non-common sea raiding cavalry. And now those have other research going. There, 3 Sphinxes cause some issues. Does spin the win on some dwarves. And does see the Heracross Sphinx, or however you pronounce that. Sees this upgrade. We got Dwarven Breastplate queued on up as well. Makes your Herdmen and Berserks with more resistance to hack attacks. And that Sphinx will go down. There's a lot of Hersiers hitting it, but does manage to run away. Sphinxes do move at decent speed.
Skipan.
Dred's now trying to tame some chicken. Good number of Axemans deployed on the field. They will be very effective for the first year. We only got 1 throwing Axeman to counter. And of course, we got the Troll here.
Tilbuin.
Sphinx does fall back. Priest rotating around to heal up the Sphinx. Now I've got some slingers, since he knows that his axemen are vulnerable to throwing axemen, so going for some slingers to counter the throwing axemen. We also got the medium axemen upgrade. Multiple Sphinx now deployed in the field. Red's now advancing. Got a number of exposed dwarves here. Not a massive defense here. I think Red should be able to win out. He has a good number of axemen here. Pulls back the Sphinx. Very good micro. Dwarves being pulled back immediately. He realizes it's not a fight he can win. Red has an army of 30. Blue has an army of 35. And the Sphinx does get hit by a boulder. And now I've got the healing spring deployed on the field. Very nice. You notice as well, Blue's base is nice and circular. While there are some holes here and there, that of course means his stuff is going to be relatively safe. Goes inside of the town center. Got an obelisk here. Torment his opponent. At least the house there. Guess he really need to get on through. And the healing spring will of course heal up those units quite nicely.
Skipan. Yao.
Hunter's Axe now queued on up. Has 1 range, of course, good tracking. Bragi now being researched, give him access to battle board and flaming weapons. And now got a Sobek. You'll get some pets to chose, which will be upgraded pet Sobek. Got an H3 Dwarven Gold Mine here. Does come with 3,000 gold, which does get collected at a faster rate, I've been told. Yep, 1.32, which is pretty nice. Since he got forced off this gold deposit, he's collecting up the Dwarven Mine. Very nice. There's also some more gold up here. The obelisk does have good vision of it. More battle boars being queued on up. We do also have the rock advancing its way forward. Not garrison at the moment. No red flag in its beak. but maybe just using it as a relatively durable scout. And now I've got some camel riders now being put on the field, which are more of a counter cavalry unit, but they're still a pretty good generalist cavalry as well. They're at 9.6 damage with 1 attack speed. ×2 versus cavalry. Is one of some Jarls, so the camels will be useful against them.
skipan,
More obelisks can pull in the field. Blues now pushes way forward. Has a good number of throwing axemen. His opponent has a good number of spinks and camels. Of course, there's still some more of the Herseers to pull on the field. The axemen will love to hit those guys. Only the one Pet Sobek at the moment, or Pet Sichos. I don't think he's not researching any Pet Sobek research. Heavy infantry now being researched as well. Also going for some Gobi. Multiple mid-gold strongholds now being established in the front line. Maybe ready to go for some chariot archers at the moment. Speaks of the splendid win. Here comes the clips and flint weapons. And we've got a round of locusts established there. Get some excellent damage from the throwing axemen. Camels and Spinks pushing way forward. Red has overall won. He couldn't get his throwing axemen to fire since he was forced to avoid the locusts. And I think he ate quite a bit of them. He does, of course, have the healing spring. If Red does not continue pursuing, Blue's force will get healed up by the healing spring. So he's going to get pretty good value from the healing spring now. He needs to get more on top of it. He will lose his flaming weapons, and his opponent's Eclipse will be consumed as well. You still have the rain, which makes your villagers gather faster from the farms, but you can wait on that when you actually get a farm. More throwing axemen, more Jarls. I also got some copper weapon upgrades for Red as well. Another gold mine has been established. Right now it's at 85 gold. Very nice. He doesn't feel comfortable going out to collect up food. And now these villagers will go down these heavy camels. There's no escape. They're getting body blocked both by the camels and by the berry bushes. I wonder, is the ox cart considered cavalry? Doesn't say. Probably a good idea it's not. Or else some anti-cavalry units could just stab a couple times and goes down. Now we've got siege works and a barracks now being established in the center of the map. There's a backline barracks here, and the Pharaoh is empowering this monument to villagers. Camels push forward. Got a good number of throwing axemen, which are not going to be super great here. Got some Erdmen there.
skipan,
Only 3 of the Erdmen, heavy Erdmen. Obelisk destroyed. And Blue's going to try to steal that town center. Red's going to retaliate.
yo,
Camels took some hits there. Has a good number of Spinks here. And there's a round of Locust. That's a great way to displace those units. And now they're split up. He could probably focus on one group. Yeah, focus on that one group is going to be very useful. This other group is forced to go in or abandon this group. Spins go on in, gets a pretty good spin to win. Those force is still trying to creep on in. Jarls will find Camel Riders. And Blue does back the game. Very good. That Locust was game deciding. Zangrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. I do want to take time to delete that one replay that was no good. Just want to make sure I don't have to worry about not uploading that. Sorry, just had to double check that. Okay, this one says 1600 elo, should be a decent game then. I'm going to avoid the low elo games. No offense, but it's not fun to watch. Forecast. Like, oh yeah, they could do this. They could do that. Some of the structures can have a bit of snow covering now. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Mythology of replay. Small on the bottom left side as the blue Zeus, we have Carnage. Small on the top right side as the red Gaian, we have Warrior Rim. I butchered that well enough. We got some trees growing. I just realized some of those trees just spin. It's meant to win, like a Sphinx or an Avenger. When it comes to relics in this map, we do have Gungnir, Odin's Spear. Increase the counter cavalry units damage, so hoplites and the... I don't think Murmelos get affected by that. It's the Capeltes. Probably butchered that well enough. Eye of Horus gives your town centers +4 population cap, including your citadel centers as well. But not your village centers. Hectate's torches. God power recharges faster and costless favor to recast. That actually can be quite nice. Remember correctly as well, Hecate is the daughter of Hades, which Hades granted her some Lampades to guide her through Erebus. They are known for like a blue torch, a blue light. We got now also the Ankh of Ra. It gives you a little bit of trickle favor, which is nice whoever you're playing as. Probably most useful for the Norse. The Oracle does spot... Oh, nothing at the moment, needs to stand still. Both players are going for some fishing boats on the same side of the map, so we may see some naval warfare. Wonder how that'll go. Maybe... Can Guy get the servants? Oceanus? I think she can get Oceanus, right? And also got Athena here. Minotaurs are nice. And looks like Blue's doing a better job pulling out ships. And now do have Oceanus give you access to the Servant, as a Claudria. The Servant is a naval-based healer, and the Claudria is a flying healer. And I wonder, is there any, let's see, Frontline Heroics, Witless Mace, Bite of the Shark? I don't know if any that affects naval units. I don't know, honestly, I can't remember all the god power gods affects naval. We now have a or Juggernaut being employed in the field. Military Academy as well, so Blue's going to try to be aggressive here. Red only has the one dock here. Servants have 8 damage. Can't tell if that's good or bad at sea, as well as a handful of crush damage. Juggernauts are vulnerable to crush damage, only 10% crush resistance. The whole Minotaur. What? Did you just lightning bolt a fishing boat? Or was that an actual ship there? I wasn't paying attention to what the target was. It had a bunch of oars there. Not sure. Was not paying enough attention, my apologies. Red's structure seems to be overran. He does have the heroic citizen getting healed on up. The servants want to attack the
레게르
Entenkonomer, the hammer ship. Clausura slowing down the Minotaur. We also got this relic picked up by the Citizen. The Citizen can defend himself against the Minotaur. Oh. And the replay's no good. Give me a moment to move that one as well. While I'm trying to cast replays from the previous patch. Don't have a whole lot of replays this patch, so I have to hope I get lucky. Greetings everyone, and great here with another Age of Mythology replay. Well, on the top right side as the blue patron goddess, we have Mr. Dr. Azza guy. On bottom left side as the red Poseidon is hey stupid. Well, when it comes to relics and map, this map does have 6 relics. We do have the adamantine shingles, making our houses have plus 200% health. Or you can get the Chariot of the Sibyl, giving you a pair of free kitty cats. Or a Pandora's box, making myth units cost 20% less favor. That's probably a very fun thing to open. Strips of the fingernails give you a bit of food trickle. Armor of Achilles, give your infantry units a lot more hack armor. And Sistrum of Bast, make your villagers just cost less. Fast forward since it's the early eco phase. You now have Hermes now queued on up, give access to the Centaur. We also don't have a lure deployed on the field. Usually lure is like a very quick thing Poseidon players tend to deploy on the field. Maybe it's going to try to establish it over here. There's a lot of Pumbas here you could eat. And lure gets established. Middle of the berries? That's interesting. Sure, it does act as a food drop-off point, but still, there's just only chickens nearby. That's a very questionable spot, honestly. You probably would have better put a granary there. Hermes now being researched, and we do have Anubis to get some Nubites. Scout receiving some fire. May actually go down there. Nope, does manage to skip on out. Of course, we got the Centaur on the field. I don't see where the Centaur is at the moment. There's a Centaur. No, that's a Scout. We also got the Arrow advancing way forward. There's a Centaur. Rest being a little bit defensive. Picks up the Relic. Does pick it up. Increased hack armor of infantry can be quite nice. And the Priest is now getting sliced apart by the Jason. Or Theseus, I should say.
Enito.
Does take it out the Priest, and they're going to grab the Relic and run. The Nubite can't really successfully beat Theseus, as a times 12 multiplier against myth units. Couple of that Nubite could go down to 2 slices, if I'm not mistaken. maybe 3 slices. Yeah, if you just do 7.2 times 7, or 7.2 times 10, that's 72 damage. Yep, goes down there. Let's look at the 2 free lions. There's the 2 free lions. These lions attack pretty slow, offer 15 damage, and they have low health, but they're free.
Greg,
Good number of villagers idle here. They need a melee
in which
target task onto the boar. They probably cleaned up the not dangerous wildlife already. The Pumbaa has been slain. Now it's got the heavy or medium cavalry research. More of the Hippus now being deployed on the field by Red. He's going heavy in cavalry. Poseidon does have some good cavalry benefits. I forget exactly what. Can't really say for sure off the top of my head. So, Spearman would be the solution for Blue, but looks like Blue's going for a fast heroic age. Don't see barracks in the field just yet. Red does claim those piggies, as Blue claims that piggy.
Leia.
When the Lions do get left behind, they do have 5 move speeds, not the fastest.
Hetimos.
Cavalry do move much faster, so probably best keep Atlantia and the Hippus Cavalry together, while Theseus can have parapet lines to help him out.
Έτοιμος.
I don't know if the Lions count as myth units, so I guess we'll find out soon enough if they restart using Divine Intervention. Barracks not being established, needs some spearmen. The Lions do walk past the villagers. Villagers can defend themselves against the Lions. Taking some damage now. The villagers being scattered a little bit. 1, maybe 2. Villagers will probably go down. As maybe more. He's going to stand and fight. 1 lion does go down. Here comes the cavalry. Just got a spearman. Has the plus 75% damage multiplier against cavalry. Another villager does go down there. Right now, Red has 34 villagers versus 27. Right now, Blue's also cut villager production. That may have been an oversight. We got some serpents now being employed on the field. Yep, Red has nothing queued up at the moment. Going some more spearmen. He's resumed the villager production. I wonder if you realize he hasn't automatically cast the auto villagers.
Έτοιμος.
Now a stable being established here. And yep, you just queued up 5 more laborers. I think he's now down by 12 villagers, so he's very far behind. He may need to really try to focus getting out secondary town center now. He has enough gold for it. Maybe he can go for a village center. No, this town center is safe enough. Don't have to go for a village center. Alright, raid that region once again. We'll find the granary. Obelisk goes down as well. He sees all the cavalry. He is not resource heavy spear or medium spearmen just yet. He is going for medium slingers, which I sort of disagree with that. After all, he needs more medium spearmen. He's fighting against cavalry. Red's now establishing a good number of farms around the lure. Guess he lured some farms to him. There's still a good amount of local fauna. You should really eye the local fauna as much as you can. And Red has established a secondary town center. I'm not sure when he did that.
Bra zeg je.
And needs a queue up location for these villagers. That is a watchtower, not a resource drop-off point. Got some various research now here. Spirited charge for the centaurs and cavalry. You got, of course, got the winged messengers. Grants your respawn Pegasus and significantly improves our line of sight and speed. Free Pegasus is always quite nice. A free scout, just do well, scout. Though the free Pegasus will also get ripped apart by these priests. More Poombas going on down. They're quite delicious. And we do have, of course, Dionysus Springs Research, give you access to some Hydras. So no Nemean Lion. The Patron Goddess player is falling a little bit behind. The villager count has not been steady. Got more Anubites being deployed on the field, as well as some more medium spearmen. He has gone for the medium spearman research. Archer rank spawn field. Take the follow Geor Hurt. I butchered your name well enough it can be put on somebody's plate. My apologies. Sorry, I just only do some casting. Fortress now being established by Red, which you may go for some Petripolos. Or is it the siege tower? I always forget which one they get first. But here comes the Pegasus, getting hit quite significantly hard by these various units. But thanks to its increased movement speeds, it's actually harder for these units to track it. Though it's just a Pegasus, taking it down is not a huge problem. Does survive with 4 health remaining. Pegasus going back on in. We'll find a whole bunch of priests. He will probably get smited. Pegasus down. And he should get a free run. I don't know how long it takes. We do now have Nephthys. Don't know how to pronounce anything in this game. Don't watch my Age of Empires 3. Don't like me butchering all the names. This, of course, getting some Scorpion Man. And, of course, the Ancestors. And believe it or not, Ancestors could be useful on the water to bring in those ghost ships. Provide some fire support that way. Or a bunch of minions. There's another Pegasus on the field. That may be the free one. If it respawns that pretty quick, that's actually pretty nice. More slingers, more priests. Needs more villagers queued on up. It was falling pretty far behind in civilian count. 42 versus 74. Yeah, I've not been too impressed by Blue's village production rate. He has some piggies here. They're almost fully fattened, so they can be very delicious. Crocodile does go down, so he's not researched so back. He doesn't have to worry about crocodiles, I guess. Right, now bringing forth some cavalry. Got the fast units here and the slower units here. He's gonna go for a raid. He knows that the fact there's only a single priest here, so the village is gonna be raided. The priest could try talking down the centaur, but everything here would die. Limiting another group of villagers. Reds now has half villager's opponent. Does have these number of new bites. Charge way forward. Has some good number of spearmen here. No heavy spearmen research on the way. And there's bronze. So ready to out. Fox Face only here in small numbers. Cavalry charge way forward. Trying to build those slingers. New bite on the back line causing issues. Red has cast a ceasefire there to get on back. He raises the white flag. How French of him. Even though Blue's been failing to build the villagers overall, like he's not building any villagers at the moment, he has maintained good military production, that's for sure. And he did win the fight. But the problem is, the more fights, the less likely he will win out. In fact, right now, Blue has... yeah, he has a much higher quality military units by 50% roughly. And Red sees his opponent's composition of good number of spearmen and slingers. So going for a good number of Toxays is a good idea. Slingers, of course, are a counter archer unit. Toxays can stay nice in the back. It's harder for slingers to counter attack them. When slingers have, let's see, 18 range versus 15 range. So they do technically outrange them. But even then, 15 range, if they fire at max range, at 15 range, it means that the slingers have to get into 3 tiles or 3 range towards everything else in melee unit. And now we do have Mythic Age 4 Poseidon, does get a Chimera, has access to Earthquake. I don't really see Colossal too much. On default, is a pretty good economic ability, but Earthquake is very powerful, more immediate value for that. Nearby sharply forward. Chimera here in back. He's coming for a flank of the priests. When he takes out the Chimera there of the priests. Here comes the Ancestors. Patient Guards has plenty of resources at the moment. And massive Q there. Red is not reproducing fast enough. Another round of Hippus. He's quite a pretty good amount of bolts there. Throws our top stage to the forward. Another round of Hippus. Hippus needs to focus on those slingers. Got the Chimera here. The Chimera's getting focused on by all the priests. Overall good micro by Blue. I just don't see how is Blue sinking in for so long. There's Polyphemus. Like, Red has twice the economies of opponent. How is Blue holding in? In fact, Blue still has a massive food reserve. Red's going for a good amount of military units here. Blue's maintaining pretty good production as well. How is Blue holding on? Red's now falling back. Good attack there. Red's starting to get a pretty sizable army there. Blue's having trouble remaxing. Has good number of units on the build queue. Red's at not a pop cap at the moment, but has a sizable army in the field. He doesn't realize how powerful it is. May not realize how bad Blue's economy is. After all, he almost lost a fight, and I'm really surprised how well Blue is doing. I really am curious how blue was doing so well. But now has a good amount of cavalry here. He could try going for a bit of a raid. Maybe this villager counts just... No, that seems to be correct. He has a good number of farms views, so he's not finishing all on the map too much. And red still has access to Earthquake that can probably immediately knock Blue out of the game. The Pegasus did fly over, no Earthquake. In fact, an Earthquake there on all the housing could just make him get knocked out of the game because he won't be able to reinforce anything. More on the military structures. Running reinforcements, like red could win the game thanks to this Earthquake. But he's being a little bit too timid, but Sinkin lost that fight. I can understand his timidness. Got some various mythological research there, going for bronze and copper research. That may be one reason why red is sort of losing out. Blue may have been up on his, or I should say, the patron goddess was up on her research. She does have copper. Maybe that's one reason why red sort of fell off a bit. Red does have a good amount of resource stockpiled up, and blue has a massive amount of food. Of course, not investing in the villagers tend to have a good amount of spare food. Has anyone military units in the field? How? Blue's now aging up, going for Thoth, which does give access to the Phoenix. Now got some war elephants being playing forward. He knows he's fighting against Poseidon, who's going heavy in the cavalry. Raise a pop cap, has a good amount of resources. Is he just saving up for a Titan? Got camel caravans or donkey caravans being searched or deployed. Has a fortress over here. Good amount of infrastructure deployed in the field. Raise up straight forward, bringing an infantry force and a flanking cavalry force. One fun that red has is he has 100 villagers, which means he only has 90 population for military units, while blue can field a much larger army. There's Earthquake. I don't agree with that Earthquake location. It does send the cavalry here to take out the villagers. Keep the cavalry raiding. That's perfectly fine. They're trying to gauge the army. All those priests are going down, so red has just basically lost his army, killing a whole bunch of spearmen. And right now his lack of gold, and he has a bit of gold to work with, but primarily he's just lacking gold. Does get the age up, does get the 1-3 Phoenix, does have what's it called? Hippolyta deployed in the field, as well as Polyphemus. Polyphemus, what does his anti-air attack look like? They just throw rocks? He has plenty of anti-aircraft available in the moment. Other ancestors deployed in the field as well. Not sure why red's falling back entirely. There goes the Phoenix. And there goes the Phoenix egg. Oh, wait.
Πρόσταγμα.
Oh, wait, that's because I had wrong player selected.
You need to.
Marine forces, of course, getting ripped apart pretty quickly.
In which
Got a good number of villagers on this gold, and he's also now bringing, of course, the camels. Of course, it's a small traversing path, so it's not great income. Cavalry pushing forward. Now got meteors being summoned. Where? I'm not sure. Oh, taking out those villagers. Pretty good meteor cast. The red's not hitting Spawn's face, hitting some of the camel caravans. All Venus does go down. And right now, Blue has no military force with you. He is trying to go for some spearmen. And Blue is back to the game now. This ain't great saying anything. Watch him, and on to the next replay. Before I get some next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. So I'm back. Let's see. Remember which replay I actually clicked on. Let's just do this one. Let's see. Oh, the ones labeled low elo is a little bit questionable to me, so I may download another round of replays. Probably for ones who've also downloaded it. Let's get started. Once I fix this issue. Greetings everyone, and great here with another Age Mythology replay. Spawn bottom right side as the blue Loki of Dan Belima. A bunch of asterisks. Spawn top left side as the red Zeus. We have Hey Stupid. When it comes to relics on this map, we do have the Cospaith of Horus, which increases all your heroes' bonus myth units damage by 100%. Not bad. We do have the Osberg Wagon. Give your caravans increased speed and reduces the cost, so that could make them a bit more transformative. Over here, we do have the Scarab Pendant, which does give access to more crush damage for melee siege weapons. And for over here, we do have the Dwarven Horseshoes, giving your cavalry increased movement speed. Across early eco phase, going fast forward a little bit. I saw there was nothing queued up there, so the Loki player may be slightly behind the villagers. Actually, 6 versus 9. Did I see that number jump up when he got pigs?
yeah? Skipan?
7. Nope. He said pigs. Never mind. Sorry, I thought I saw something weird. We got now the temple blown up by Zeus. Looks like Loki's having a bit of a slow start. I got Athena now queued on up for not Poseidon, for Zeus. Don't have anything here just yet. Now the temple being established. He needs a little bit more food. Zeus almost has enough food. Go cancel that villager, drop off some food, and then gets age up. There we go. We do now have Athena being researched. Over here, we do have Forseti, gives access to the trolls and the healing fountain. Versus, of course, the Minotaur and the restoration. So just a little bit idle there, and does activate spy on this gold miner. Does Red see the, yep, he does see the fish eye. There's Norm the Minotaur, now pulling a few, going for some berries. Needs to go for berries, a little bit some misclicks here. Free, or deploy out Pegasus as well for some vision. First here, can pick up that relic. Now got the military academy being established as well.
Lege.
Scout moving around. Does scout around. May receive a rock or two from the troll. He does not. Bluespoon did a good job at getting a relic. Does improve his cavalry speed, which could be quite nice. Raiding cavalry or a little bit of faster cavalry that can make them even faster. Now got another military academy deployed in the field. Going for no military just yet. Going for Apollo, fast mythic or fast heroic age for Zeus. Got a decent number of her series being pulled out by Blue, which he does find the Minotaur, so he will be sliced apart. The Berserker actually caused some movement issues there for the Minotaur. Apollo is being researched, but does give access to the Manticore, and perhaps some tempo healing to get the Minotaur healed on up.
Lege.
Another Minotaur queued on up. Looks like Red managed to find 4 or 3 relics. Don't see a relic on the... Oh wait, I see a relic on the map because the map vision, whatever gets revealed on the map, is actually what Red or Blue knows, whoever I've selected. That's why I got confused. I saw the relic down here. It's like, huh, there's a 5th relic in the field? Nope, just replay funniness. Red's going for another town center, which is clearly not going to be the center of the town. And Red is going to be nowhere near getting Apollo. Blue's already queued up Bragi, give access to Battle Boar and the... what's it called? Flaming weapons. Red's now playing some hoplites, a good journalist infantry. Going X-Men could be a pretty good counter.
Tilbúin.
Union hoplite research. He has no copper weapons just yet. Doesn't have the shield. I love how in the Retold they made it so shields and other stuff gets independently skilled depending if you have those upgrades. I love that aspect. Of course, when you don't have a single shield research, they are holding up nothing. Just funny to me. Bragi's now being researched, as well as more food required to train another Herseer. Red right now needs more food to put up more villagers. Having some food issues. Got a lot of these local fauna here to eat. I wonder how Gazelle tastes. Sun's lightning bolt on the troll, which if he knows that Bragi's in the way, of course you can't tell that part. It would have been much better to do that on top of Battle Boar. Trying to pull out a sentry tower here. It's going to be a little bit too late.
Yo.
Let's do some of these Herseers for free. Watchtower not be established. Berserk gets cut off by Hercules. One Minotaur does go down. I get more speed in here. Blue has did not pull out a large enough military force to the field. Age up's almost complete. There's the battle board. Flame weapon's not going to be useful here. Red does back on off when, keeping some distance there. He should be fine enough to keep on pushing forward. Maybe more Cursors now being queued on up. And now it's going for a levy. It's not worth it. That's actually quite expensive right there. That was what, 75, 75, 150, right? Yeah, that's a little bit too expensive. You can see here, researches, doesn't say researched, but it was a very expensive upgrade, and yeah, it's just better to build more great halls. That upgrade cost about the cost of what, 2 great halls? So if you build 2 great halls, you get plus 200 production speed. That research just gave you plus 20%. Yeah, multiple great halls is much better than going for the levy as well as conscription research. It only those research only helps you out when you have a large number of production structures, or you're trying to get to remax quickly. But if you're just trying to max out, it's better to go for another great hall. They'll just migrating to perhaps the berry bushes now. Very nice. I'm going to fast forward since both players are just equaling up. Dwarven breastplate now being researched, increasing or reducing the hack armor, or increase the hack armor of his units, at least the Berserker and the Erdman, which he's gone for neither, so it's not that useful.
Yo.
See here, if I were to right click on one of these guys, no Dwarven breastplate research. Oh, here's the applied upgrade. Yep, it doesn't tell me the cost though. You have now Tyre now queued on up, which does give the Fenris Wolf Brood and Thimblewinter. Over here we do have now Apollo being established. And Red has gone for a mark in the corner. Though this town's just not a great spot for it. But it's probably the best he can do. Blue's now pushed his way forward. Another farm established up there. There's still some more. I actually have some deer deposits here. I always have to remember as well, switch between the players. He knows about this deer deposit, and as well as, of course, this deer deposit knows about as well. So he has plenty of food on the map still. Blue is now establishing a forward town center as a hard point. Red's trying to eye for a defensive fortress here. Got a good number of these Cursors here who deals 11 damage at a slow attack speed.
Πρόσταγμα.
Medium hoplites have 9 damage at the regular attack speed. So if you want to compare the two, add 20% more damage here, and roughly they will do the same amount of damage. They have a similar amount of health as well.
Λέγε πρόσταγμα.
It also costs 25% cheaper, or Cursors cost 33% more expensive. Towns that are getting rid of the part there does have the fortress now established, and we do now have some of these Jarls being established. Got a hill fort being put on here. Something established there, very nice. We do also have now Apollo's bow or sun ray being researched, increasing the damage of. Let's see, inflicts more damage, reveals the surrounding unit range damage plus 10%, and set it with 10% increased damage for all units. So yeah, it does. Range unit attack, all unit damage attack. Huh. Howdy, I just saw your Rumble comment. Don't realize, didn't see it when it going up. My apologies. We now have the settlement now being established by Red. We do have these Herseers moving around.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Έτοιμος.
So right now, these units are very potent. Howdy. Just saw your other comment. That time I know I responded a relatively reasonable amount of time. So fort, we see a bit of damage now. Slowly sieging it down, going for more Polos and some more donkeys. And remember as well, we still got spy over here, so red or blue knows exactly what's going on over here. So it could be raided. Not with raiding Kelly, but looks like it's going to choose to use Jarls. Jarls going down. Red does have a Pegasus in this region. Jarls are advancing. They do have decent damage, decent attack speed. No multipliers. They're just a beefy cavalry. And all these bullets going down. The spy is now dead. The fate of all traitors. Red losing these number of villagers. Blue is very far behind on villagers. In fact, I don't see any villager queues at the moment. But yeah, Blue is falling pretty far behind in villager production, isn't he? Red has triple town center, so his village production is doing nice. Just doing nice. Stars moving around, raiding. Both sides have a similar military size. Of course, now Loki is advanced to the final age. He does, of course, have access to Fimbulwinter, but did not select Hell for the Nidhogg. The Jarls will find the artillery pieces, but will not take them out. Fimbulwinter could be quite nice. Basically, your opponents have to spend X amount. That was not really worth it. Nope, that was a bit of a waste of a bolt. You could have perhaps targeted down the Battle Boar or the Fenris Wolf Brood. I love how much they buffed the Fenris Wolf Brood from the in Retold. I think originally they were like 5 population. I think their damage was like 20. They really spiked up with the effectiveness of the Fenris Wolf Brood. They were just not good beforehand. Red's about to run out of trees. We now do have Hera queued on up to give access to Medusa. A lot of Gorgons.
Πρόσταγμα.
And we got Secret of Titans now being researched, which will give access to a Titan Gate. So Blue can now deploy out a Titan Gate. That can be very powerful. Red, when he uses that deployed on the field, he needs immediate attack because he has plenty of military units to build it. Raiding or Jarl's charging way forward, which could be a good distraction. Getting a longhouse here.
Λέγε.
The Jarl's pushing forward. I don't know if there's bowling oil researched. Doesn't appear to be. Yep, boiling oil is not researched, so these villagers
Πρόσεχε.
could go down. Red is now max out population. Does get most of the villagers in there. Now we do have Hera. I saw our Secret of the Titans research, right? But I don't seem to play any Titans. Jarl's moving around. Alright.
Λέγε.
We got a handful of villagers on the temple, but they're
Πρόσεχε.
now providing 0.06 from 0.08, so there's a good number of villagers on another temple. Yep, they are right there.
Λέγε.
You get, there's a soft cap of 8 villagers before starting diminishing returns. And then Tark got a good knock around there. Hoplites are going to pursuing these units. Still no
Πρόσταγμα.
blacksmith research, looks like. Because I don't see any shields on these hoplites. There's age up for Zeus. He has a massive stockpile of resources. He has enough resources he probably could eye a wonder. Maybe he should eye a wonder. I don't think he's researched boiling oil just yet. We do now have Aggrieve patronage. Hera causes your fortress to spawn periodic mimodrones for free. Not bad. That's the Zeus elite infantry unit. There's Medusa. The Longhouse conscription here. Among all the other research, iron weapons. There's the Mire drones being deployed out for free. Deals divine damage, ignores armor value types, benefit from infantry improvements. So it's just a general purpose fighter. Those going down here by the Jarls. Red's now straightforward. Got a number of these Overseers in the region. Red does catch the secret of the healing spring here, very useful. Restoration for auto inflow. Look to fly free, fall free. There's lightning storm. Nimble one that's going to be useful right now as a counter attack. You have 20 weapons activated as well. Generous Wolfrey does go down. Lightning Storm clean up most infantry. We have a fire giant here deployed by Loki. There's Fimbulwinter. He's inside these town centers to escape away from the wolves. Because they like to hit everywhere. Though Red can lose some villagers, it will pull out more militias. Wolf is charging way forward. I don't think Red has any blacksmith research. No, he has no blacksmith research. There's been an oversight there. There's the unknown passage. There's a cavalry there. Red's going to push his way forward. And since Blue's lacking any sort of economy, he... I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, he has a good amount of resources, it's just not queuing up anything. Well, this is taking a bit of damage there from the watchtower. Got some idle units here. Push on forward. A free mountain giant to pull the field. This does economy along the flanks. Lightning Bolt takes out the free mountain giant. Well, a good idea to pick that off. Though at this point in time, I don't think we'll do anything to get back in the game. I could have sworn Secret Titans means you can pull out Titan Gate, but I guess not. We now have Monstrous Rage. Trying to read it. This stuff just keep on queuing up there. Myth units are move fast, attack faster. Not bad. Blue's not backing off the game. We have more housing here. It's down to 15 villagers. He tasked all the villagers here to turn to berserkers. He has a bit of resource reserve. The Zeus player could just start getting one door start being built to just make sure that there's a winning condition on the field. Does spot the market there.
Πρόσταγμα.
So no blacksmith research. Guys hiding in the corner. Does have a Mire Drum to spot all these guys. All those guys go down. Blue is now out of villagers. Not sure what he's trying to do. He's just being stubborn and just leave the game. Red is spotted. He's just regrouping his forces. It's a good idea. Right now, this game's pretty much over. That's why I'm just fast forwarding. Restoration there. Another flame of weapons. Got a free Mountain Giant. It gets lightning bolted. Got a free Mountain Giant. Did I say Mountain Giant or Frost Giant beforehand? And Blue just find back in the game. This ain't great saying. Thanks for watching, and on the next replay. Yep. I probably have time for one more replay tonight. I'm gonna live exhausted in a moment. Gotta fix that bug, and that bug's not fixed. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Mythology replay. So on the bottom right side as the blue Hades, we have Hey Stupid. Small on top left side as the red Zeus, we have Avazado. Oh, I butchered that well enough. When it comes to relics on the map, we do have the adamantine shingles to give access to more house hit points, as well as the Meter's Throne. Drop size, ox carts, houses, and mares cost less and build faster. That can be quite nice. And over here, we have the Dwarven Horseshoes, improving cavalry movement speed. And the last relic is way over here, the Canopic Draw of Imiseti. Makes your infantry train 25% faster. You get free conscription, or free levy. Red has an idle village there, probably a bit of a mistake there. There we go. That scout will quickly go on down. There's a lot of guys in Gredham. Ah, the square, if you haven't selected, rotates as well. I don't know why, I find that humorous. And now we do have Athena on the build research queue for Hades. Zeus. We go for either Athena or Hermes, so get out Centaurs or Minotaur. And looks like Zeus is running a little bit slow. His food, okay, he does get cancel those villagers, and we'll have enough food to age on up. Going for Apollo or Athena as well. In Heroic Age, both players can research Apollo, but Zeus can get Dionysus, and Hades can get Aphrodite. Just possibilities. There's queued up a good number of villagers. We've got Norm the Minotaur. And there's Red's Norm the Minotaur.
Έτοιμος.
Blue has a goat here. And Red going to try and eat these delicious elephants. Oh, elephants are quite tough. Elephant down. They do have 800 or 750 delicious food inside of them. And we do have the Aphrodite queued on up for Hades, so he's going to eye for some Nemean lions. Or the other research. Golden apple doesn't increase like hero hit points or some sort of hit points. Can't remember exactly. Blue does pull out Pegasus for scouting. Right now, neither side is eyeing for any military units. We're eyeing for more villages and some economic upgrades. An elephant.
Έτοιμος.
Ajax trying to pick up the adamantine shingles. Get some very, very durable houses. Villagers moving around, trying to find these zebra. I wonder how zebra tastes. I wonder what all the animals taste like. Probably tastes better if you kill it yourself. Various research here, including husbandry. After all these goats need a husband. Just the one villager up front here, harvest some gazelle. That means it will start decaying pretty quickly. Only had one villager collecting it up. Zeus has resources. Maybe trying to get out a structure to... Huh? Has a fortune field. There we go. Zeus is aging up to Dionysus, get access to Hydra. I'm not sure what exploded. And the last of the elephants are being cleaned on up. There's also some berries here. That farm is not very well placed. We got some Toxidays being queued on up. Hercules says throw some arrows at that Pegasus. And there is the Hydra now pulled on the field. Blue has not gotten Aphrodite even started researching. Red doesn't really have a force to push on in. As nice the Hydra is, two heroes can easily take down the Hydra, Achilles and Ajax. We now got the Watchtower research for Blue, going for some Toxidays. And there's Aphrodite now being queued on up. Got some hoplites being established here as well. When it comes to the Greek elite units, you got the Myrodrome, which does do divine damage. And the Gastropedes, however you pronounce it, the crossbowman, which I think just archer very good range. which tend to outrange most of the defensive structures. There's the Nemean Lion. Luckily, his opponent can block Hercules to deal with the Nemean Lion. So remember correctly as well, how the mythology works with Nemean Lion. Nemean Lion has a hide so tough nothing can kill it, and Hercules defeated the Nemean Lion by choking it to death by somehow. Or was it bludgeon? No, the Hydra was bludgeon. Nemean Lion, I think, was choked to death. And then Hercules turned its hide into a cloak and a form of armor, if I remember the mythology correctly. We now have another research here. Divine Blood. Aphrodite's cause your villagers to move faster, build faster, and carry more resources. That's all very useful. Increased hit points is probably the weakest thing of what it can do. The increased carrying capacity makes it so you have faster collections since you spend less time traveling. Faster move speed also means less time traveling. And the hit points just make it so you don't die as often when you're traveling with those resources. Just also the Vault of Erebus, giving a coin trickle for the Hades player. It's not the ATM of Erebus, but shall do. If Zeus activates Bronze, Hades could counter out with Curse. Huh, that pig seems awfully happy. Enjoying his new life as a pig. As a delicious pig. You also have the conscription research. Or Levy research. Got the heavy range soldiers and Artemis. Artemis enables the Chimera and the Earthquake. Zeus can go either for Hera, his wife, or one of many wives, or for not Dionysus. I forget what the name is. The person who provides Colossus. Zeus also going for an elephant here. We also got Odysseus nearby, as well as, of course, a red town center. Red has established 3 town centers. Blue has appeared only established 2. The villager count is favored blue, so red's behind in villagers. So red needs a bit of time to get that recovered. Blue's trying to go for a defensive fort. Red's trying to go for a proxy fort. Only using 1 village there, so it takes some time. Military academy here. Blue's fortress is in range. Red has an army of 32 units. Blue has an army of 51. The quality is much in favor of blue as well. Here comes the top
Πρόσταγμα.
He does both Chiron, and Curse was utilized there on Red before Zeus used Bronze. Red's army is now very small. The piggies can be sent on home. They can wee all the way home, so it can be eaten later. Red should really micro those pigs. Hercules started going down. Let's get his fortress established. We do got some Hypastas or Peltasts, counter archer units. And Blue's now starting some more structures. Free Shades not being established. Blue's bringing some Petrobolos to siege down the fortress here. Red's almost finished aging on up to Artemis. Of course, give him a free Chimera that could be very useful.
Ετοίμους.
Achilles taking that farther. We got incendiary arrows for Blue, so now his archers can do some damage. And since Blue's also aged on up, he can bring some Gauss Repellies into the fortress from extreme range. Nemean Lion has plenty of health. Ajax does go down. Hercules bashing the Nemean Lion. Hercules defeats the Nemean Lion. How did I call that? Fortress does go down. Got the hoplite here. Chimera fires one burst onto Hercules and Jason. Jason does go down. Hercules goes down. And now we've got a Perseus here. He does have a Medusa head. Oh, sorry, I just saw your YouTube comment. Yep, Age Mythology is an old friend of mine. I grew up with this game. We rented Age of Empires 2 from the library back when I went to the library, and my parents bought me and my brother and I Age of Mythology Gold Edition, so we got to play it and the Titans expansion. Very fun. Fortress took some damage back when I used to play it on the Windows 95 computer. Does turn one of the Peltas into stone. The armor here to support out.
Λέγε.
So just medium hoplites upon the field. Does zap the Petripols there with Bolt.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε.
Achilles push way forward. Peltas gains some good damage there on the Achilles. Iron's force been redeployed. The fortress is at half health. Looks like being repaired by a villager. 2 villagers. We've got the Petripols sieging it down. I really think Hades should get out the Gastropeltes, or however it's pronounced, the crossbowmen. It should be able to outrange the fortress if I remember correctly. Plus he has incendiary arrows, so it does some good bonus damage. Now Hades currently queue up. Nothing has a massive resource flow, enough for a wonder, and for the Titan. I think both of those. Increased melee range for hoplites. Got Aegis shields. Makes your infantry more resistant to pierce attacks. Which is probably very useful when fighting against Hades. But he is Hades. I think Zeus has already gone for us. And they both. That is, of course, a Athena research. There's some. Here we go. How you pronounce it? Gastrofertoros. Can't pronounce anything. Heavy hoplites have been researched. Champion Toxidae. Of course, these guys will, of course, be champion as well, thanks to the Toxidae research. We also got the Shafts of Plague. Zeus is starting to age up to Hera. It will grant access to the Medusa and the Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm can be very useful. And blue is actually playing another Nemean Lion, as well as Ajax and Achilles. I got some of the blacksmith research. Oh, we got some trade caravans. Don't think that's a great path. If you would put it in the corner, that would provide a lot more value than right there. Yeah, right now, what's their loads looking at? 41 gold, not great. I've seen worse. Go to counter brawlers there. Or can stand a bit more abuse. There's a lightning storm. I'll play Lockdown Blues Assault.
Πρόσταγμα.
He's gonna fall back there. These 5 arms of Lightning Storm. Almost everything.
Έτοιμος.
Champion Toxidae to pull on the field. There's another Achilles there. He does perform some sort of defense. Good stun there. Maybe finish focus down the Petropolos. Odysseus should definitely focus down the Nemean Lion. More Toxidae explode in the field. Right now, things will start jumping moving forward. There's a massive round of shades advancing. That'll help him stabilize. The sound those extra balls very good. Artillery spawn field. Some of those are the shades. Ajax also spawn field. Got now Bella Fion, I haven't pronounced his name. Perseus does get one of those units turned to stone. Looks like a Toxiday. And Red still has some piggies here. He's going to fall back at reinforcements. We do also have now secret Titans there, so in theory, Hades can outquell Titan. Bunch of bolts now being deployed in the field, and got some bronze upgrades as well. Earthquake there. There's a lot of infrastructure to go down. I don't know if he has masonry or anything of that sort. There's a bit of infrastructure there, but nothing. It is crippling. And there's the Titan gate quote-unquote blue. Titan gate being established there, so eventually summon Cerberus. Both players need a max out population, well blue is, no he's not. More of those villagers going down. Since he does have incendiary arrows, these archers can do a good amount of damage to these structures. At least a reasonable amount. Heliopolis moving around. And here are more Perseus turning units to stone. Our caravan does go down. Odysseus taking a lot of poison damage. More hoplites, more Toxidays being deployed on out. They also gone for Prodromos, a counter cavalry unit, not sure why. And maybe Mythology may have a look at this. Fortress does go down there. Of course, got Medusa here. Maybe that's not been here in the Medusa, not Perseus. Blues is starting to get stretched a little bit too thin. It's also not pulling out many military units or any military units at the moment. Needs to get that fixed. Also got more of these Heliopolis now getting these structures. Temple under fire. Got a good number of villagers praying at it. Now no longer. Does pick up that Petropolos. Hoplites do miss the Pegasus cavalry. We do got a number of high passes here, counter infantry units, as well as peltas, counter archer units. The Red Zion for our counter army. As well as more Prodromos. There is a Hippus dude on up. And now the Titans deploy in the field. Zadok Doggo. Toxiday, Amtron of course the siege tower. And more Toxidays going to melee range is not great. We also have a Medusa still here. The shades, while they're free, and the myth units don't do bonus damage versus myth units, while Medusa will. And there's Cerberus. Does use both there, doing 3,000 or 2,500 points of damage, I think. Good knockback there. And Red does back the game, seeing the Titan. Zangrid saying, thank you for watching. On the next replay. And that's all the reasonable replays I have in my queue at the moment, so I'm going to have to call the stream. Everyone, thank you for watching.